welcome to tonight's vlog. Tonight I've just gone go-karting at Team Sport in Warrington. Due on track, don't know if you can hear me. I'm due on track, so I'll catch you all in a bit. I'm going to go on the go-kart. See you soon. So okay, I've just come back home from go-karting and my ribs are absolutely killing me. So 1 second, this light looks awful. So okay, I've just got these newer soft boxes. Hopefully that make things look a little bit better. I'm still recording on my phone, but when I use my big camera it should be better. Anyway, so I've just come back from go-karting and I'm sore, definitely sore, but I've managed to put in my best lap times ever, so I'm really happy tonight. Now, I'm going to redo that. 1 second. Let it not be said that having a diet would leave you normally feeling tired. I've been on this Huel diet now for 21 days. Today is weigh-in day, guys. I've been on it for 21 days now. On average, I'm eating about 1,400 calories a day, if we're going to do this whole calorie comparison thing. Which, calorie comparisons, to be honest, are complete horse muck. Anyway, so, am I feeling tired? No. In fact, if anything, I'm actually feeling more focused and more full of energy than I ever have done before. Now, a weird side effect, I was going to discuss this with you as well, is the fact that, for some reason, I seem to have a lot more energy throughout the entire day. Even more so the fact that it's now 11:45 and I don't feel tired. Now, you could attribute that to, say, getting up late or whatever else, but I generally feel like I have more energy in my normal day. The only thing I can blame that on is literally this, because that's all I'm eating, so I can't say anything else. Now, my focus tonight was a lot better. Whilst I was go-karting, the track that I raced at is a 60-second-ish lap with quite a few corners on it. I've never even counted them. I don't know how many there are. Any guys who actually raced at Team Sport, I'd like to know how many corners there actually is. Anyway, so there's quite a lot of corners to memorise and everything else and how you're turning in and everything else. And my focus normally isn't the best when I'm trying to race. Tonight, I felt like I was a lot more switched on, and every single lap, I felt like it was actually really working well. So, tonight, no problems at all. Working really well. This is my last Huel of the day. I had that probably about 8 o'clock, a bit later than normal. But that's because I went to go-karting. I've been at go-karting for 5 hours. I started at 5 o'clock tonight, and I ended up finishing about 10, half 10. So it's a bit over 5 hours, so normally I would be feeling really tired, especially after go-karting for that long. But I feel fine. I feel full of energy. I'm not feeling lethargic or anything like that. So this stuff must really be working. So if anyone ever says to you, if you're on a diet, you are going to feel tired all the time because you've got no spare energy, that's complete rubbish. I'm telling you that now. Right, so anyway, it's weigh-in time. So I'm going to run upstairs in a second and I'm going to jump on the scales and I'm going to show you guys how much I've lost. So let's go and find out. Hey, I'm quite eager to find out myself actually, because it's been 3 weeks today since I started it. So this is day 21, people. That means I've only just got just over a week left now. I think I mentioned this before, my long-term plan after I finish Huel is to still consume Huel, but whilst I'm at work, I will still probably have the Huel cereal for breakfast, most days, because I really do actually quite like the Huel cereal. I have none left though, so I'm waiting for it to come. Please come! It's supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to it coming. Anyway, right, so let's go and get on these scales and find out exactly what's what, eh? Right, catch you in a second. So, okay, that's interesting. I've just jumped on the scales. Oh, yeah, hang on, I forgot my top. That's better. So, I've just jumped on the scales and I've just found out something interesting. So, I'm still losing weight. Now, I've just written it all down here because it's a bit easier to read back. So, forgive me, I'm going to look away from the screen. So, obviously, we know what my weights were starting week 1, at the end of week 1, the end of week 2, and now we've got them at the end of week 3. So, I'll give you them now. So, on the screen, I'll leave that on. Let me put myself to one side. So, today, 87.3 kilos. So, that means I've managed to lose 1.9 kilos in this last week. What? Nearly 2 kilos in 1 week? Can't be right. Anyway, so we'll just trust the scales. Still using the same scales, weigh myself at the same time of day. I'm weighing myself in just my boxers. And I'm trying to keep everything neutral. So, I'm not trying to change, anything else. Not like after breakfast one day or lunch one or whatever else. I'm just keeping it literally before bedtime, and it's normally as I'm doing my vlog, so it's before bedtime. I'll do the vlog ready for the next day. So anyway, 87.3. My BMI is now dropped to 27. My fat body percentage is 27, and the water content in my body is 54.5. Now, what does that mean? Well, if I look at the weeks as it's been going on, so if the guys who've actually been keeping up with me, week 1 was 91.7 kilos, 90 kilos following week, 89.2, and then now I'm 87.3. The BMI has been dropping consistently. That started at 28.3, 27.8, 27.5, and then 27. The fat content has also been decreasing. So that's 29.7, 28.7, 28, and now this week it's 27. And my water content in my body has slowly been increasing as well. So that's 52.5. It was the starting point, 53.3 week 1, 53.8 week 2, and now today it's 54.5. Now, I've been trying to figure out, so using the scales, obviously the scales give you a percentage of what your body content is fat. So, obviously we can do a percentage calculation, it's quite easy. So, my starting weight week, so the very first week before I did my first week of Huel, I had apparently, this is calculated, 27.23 kilos of fat in my body. When you say it like that, it sounds like an awful lot of fat. So anyway, right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn these kitchen lights off. I think they're making a flicker. Moody. Yeah, you see the softbox now reflecting in the cupboard behind me. Oh, look, I'm holding my phone up. Woo. Anyway, right, so these are all calculated going off what the scales say. It's quite hard holding up your phone for the entire time. So, the fat calculated at the end of week 1 was 25.83. Then at the end of week 2 is 24.98, and then today it's 23.57. So as they're going down, that's how much fat is now left in my body according to these scales. Now, I'm not sure quite how much science is involved with these scales, but I'm just trusting them, and we'll use it as just as a quirky fact. So anyway, going off it. So at the end of week 1, I'd lost 1.7 kilos in weight. I'd gone from 91.7 down to a flat 90. At the same time, the calculated fat content that I had lost was also 1.7 kilos. So at the end of week 1, all the weight that I had lost apparently was just fat, not water. Now, I don't know whether this was the water, I had already shifted because I'd been doing Huel since November, intermittently, and then maybe my body realised what was going on already, and therefore the water loss, which is what normally happens at the beginning of most diets, had already actually happened before I started doing this Huel. So that's an interesting thing, that the fact that the 1.7 kilos of fat that I've lost is also equivalent to the 1.7 kilos of weight I've physically lost. Calculated the following week, so at the end of week 2, the weight loss was only 800 grams at the end of week 2. However, it was almost the same, almost just slightly more for some reason, not quite sure how that happens, but I lost just over 800 grams in fat. So again, the two calculations are marrying up. Now, today, the calculations aren't quite how I'm envisaging it, but that's because I'm assuming my body is now doing different things. So today, my weight loss since last week, I've said this before, is a whopping 1.9 kilos, and I've got, honest to God, no idea how I've lost nearly 2 kilos in 1 week. I'm sure it's not good for you, but I don't feel bad for it. But that being said, so the calculated the calculated fat loss for this last week is 1.41 kilos. You just sit down there. So that's 1.41 kilos of my weight that I've lost this week was fats. So obviously some of that must be water or something else. So I'm quite surprised at that. So I said, going from my starting weight, which was 91.7 kilos, I'm now down at 87.3. So I managed to lose quite a bit of weight in such a short space of time. I mean, we're talking, what, 3.6, 4.4. So I've managed to lose in 3 weeks 4.4 kilos, and according to these scales, most of it, I would say 80% of it, is fat. Now I'm really impressed with that. So I'm going to keep this little scrappy piece of paper that I've written on. But it's more interesting the fact that rather than just using the scales and going, oh yeah, your fat content's going down, if I actually put it into like context of real numbers, it makes it a bit more interesting. So yeah, no, I'm absolutely chuffed with that. And like I said, and it's not like I'm suffering like a lack of energy or anything like that, because like I said, I've been to go-karting tonight, done 5 hours there. Granted, I'm not on the track for an entire 5 hours, but it is quite a hard workout. I mean, my ribs are quite sore. They've got some new go-karts down there. The seats are a little bit big, but that's neither here nor there. But in order to stay still in the go-kart whilst you're racing around, you're using a lot of upper body strength. So your chest and your arms, whatever else. It's a lot of fighting it, especially when you're throwing the go-kart around the corners. And it does get a bit physical, especially the people who are out there who actually do go-karting already or have done go-karting. You'll know it is quite a strain, especially when you're trying to drag it out over the entire course of the night. That being all said, I don't feel tired, and we are now at 12:15. Now I've actually got on the scales and faffed around and everything else. It's 12:15, and I still feel awake enough to carry on with this vlog, have some energy to go and do something else, and I know by rights I need to go to sleep anyway, because I've got Gina's car, which has got its MOT retest for number 3. That's going in at 7:30 in the morning, so I need to make sure I go to bed. So I'm now going to end this vlog. Thanks very much, guys, thanks very much, guys, and cheers for what? Well, I don't know what I'm going to say. So, thanks for coming and watching my video. It's really appreciated. To all my new subscribers, hi, thanks very much for joining me. If you're here for the Huel, please drop me a comment down below. It's really appreciated why you're here, or even how you found me. I'd really like to know. If you've not seen my other videos, please go and check all them out as well. They'll pop up at the end of the video. If not, just go and check my video links and see what other videos I've got. So, thanks again. Cheers for coming back. Again, I'm absolutely astounded that I've lost 1.9 kilos this week and over nearly 4.5 kilos in 3 weeks. Don't know quite how I've managed to lose that much weight. I don't know how many pounds and ounces or stone and ounces or whatever that is. I'll put that on the screen now. But yeah, it's in kilos. It's a lot of weight. I don't know how I've done it in 3 weeks. So 1 more week to go. Let's see how well it goes. But yes, I did take my Huel to the go-kart track today. So got a rather snazzy photo of that. That's good on Instagram. But yeah, so thanks very much. Anyway, I'm going to let you all go. So thanks very much for coming back and checking out this another vlog. Tomorrow, MOT and fish tank. They've gone to sleep. So MOT and fish tank tomorrow, and I'm literally going to be concentrating most of my day on the fish tank because I really want to get this done. I've just kind of like left it because of other things been going on recently. This Huel vlog, by the way, if anyone's actually interested in doing daily vlogging, it involves so much of your time trying to plan in exactly what time you're going to do it and everything else. Anyway, right, so I'm going to go. Cheers for coming back, and I'll see you all later. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.